carbonation.
I don't even know what that is.
And we advise no one to join.
If you're thinking about joining carbonation, think twice. We're gonna get into why you should not join carbonation.
Oh, shit.
Okay? There are some toxic things that's going on in that group that no one wants to talk about, no one wants to expose, nobody wants to say at all. Okay? So your true essence of who you are is love. The true essence of who you are is free. You are free. You're a free spirit. You are free. But if you're sitting here trapped and stuck and stagnant, and listen to somebody or a leader that's not leading you in the right direction, then that's when things starts going haywire. You're confused and you're going through hell because you're trapped and confused in something that you shouldn't be in. There's a lot of toxic shit that y'all not talking about. There's a lot of stuff that you say, oh, we have to be vulnerable. We have the vulnerability and strength. Are you going to go live and tell what y'all did, what he does, what she does? Are y'all going to do that? Woo. And I'm just talking to myself. When I was there, I was doing my best not to admit that to myself. You know, I was in denial.
All cults need to be exposed.
Speak on what was truly going on in carbonation because we were afraid to do so. However, this is a part of our spiritual journey, and what is being done must be revealed because Eligio is drawing in a lot of young people, a lot of young women to be exact, and so therefore things have to be exposed so no one goes to carbonation because carbonation is not the way.
Right. It's not the way. It's not the way. It's not the way.
We got into contact with carbonation because Baba G hit us up when they first touched down after they left Hawaii and he needed some help, so we helped them out. And our hearts just wanted to help because we don't want to see people down no matter what we feel like they're bad or good. Like, we helped. We gave them what we could at the time. Okay, and then we ended up joining because he kept asking my husband to join.
So he wanted you to have your money join
the
the
most
cult.
comfortable in that space, but maybe that was my energy, you know. I just wasn't that comfortable there. We lasted there for about a month. Then it was time to go. Actually, every day I was there, I was ready to go, to be honest, and for a lot of reasons. Mostly being that I did not feel welcomed into that space. My child was not welcomed into that space.
Sounds familiar.
What's Nature Boy like?
For me, I never met no one like him. Like, he's very different.
So what made you decide to leave the States?
Just trying to really find a better environment to raise a child in.
And were you happy with life?
I was happy, but I wasn't satisfied. Too much going on, and I just didn't feel like a child would really be able to develop there.
So are you still a part of Melanation?
No, I'm not. No.
How come?
Just because of they couldn't accept the lifestyle of a kid and, you know, what it come with. When I was there, we was all sleeping in one room, and, you know, if Nature Boy is not done talking or done doing this, then we don't go to sleep. Like,
did you ever have a situation where you went against the schedule?
Yeah, I got in trouble for missing a meeting, and what I was doing was putting him to sleep.
Okay, my baby boy was not welcome into that space, and I can handle the shits. But when it comes to my child, when you treat my child any type of way, I'm gonna have a problem with that. People preaching about compassion when nobody in that space is having compassion towards me and my child. But y'all want me to be compassionate for who? For what? You know, so it's like, it's hard to be in an environment that's preaching certain things, but they're not practicing it.
He never does.
You are your own product. So if you're preaching compassion, I expect you to be the most compassionate person there. Right.
He's not going to be, though. It's all about him, Velvet, and baby Eliana.
Right? Y'all know he has 14. I don't see him mastering all of them, and it only takes one to destroy everything. And I was the catalyst for one of those demons. To be honest, I never wanted to be a part of carbonation. I went because he asked my husband to join, and I'm going wherever my husband goes, period. I follow him. So I married his mission.
Ooh,
so
you all
if his mission
listening to
happens
this.
for me to go there, I'm going to follow suit, and I'm hoping that he sees something I don't see. Because shit, I was like, I don't think that's the place we're supposed to be. But, that's a whole other story. So yeah, over there, I'm putting my all into being in that space. I don't feel welcomed in this space. I don't feel like these women want to be a part of me or want me to even be there.
Nah,
Why you
fuck
even
that.
gotta
They
be
want
like
to
that?
get to the T. They want to know what the fuck. How was you a motherfucking catalyst to this nigga? What demon
Exactly.
did you bring out
Thank
in
you,
him?
sir. I don't
That's
know
what
your
they
name,
wanna
but
know.
that's what we want to know.
That's what you want to talk about. So
Nah,
let's talk about it.
I know what the people
Let's
want.
talk
I'm gonna
about
get the people what the fuck they want. They want to know what the real. They want to go deep. Let's go
Yeah,
deep.
Okay,
let's
let's
go.
go
Deep.
So one night we was taking our spiritual baths and
Oh.
okay, so
Damn,
one
we went
night
to it. We got straight to it.
I've never been touched by Baba G before this night. He smacked my ass before. That was the first thing he did that made me like, whoa, you know, like, why you touching me? I got a whole husband. My man's like, don't touch me. But in my mind, I'm like, it's so uncomfortable in that space that it's hard to actually speak up in moments of discomfort. Okay, so in my mind, I'm like, if I say some shit, they might all jump me. Okay, so I'm like, he smacked my ass. He smacks a lot of girls' ass. So maybe I shouldn't say shit. So I didn't say nothing. See myself. Okay? He's like, go get your bag, go get your bag. I go, I'm in the bathroom. I'm taking, well, no, cause so I'm like, all right. So I go into the bathroom. You know, it's me and like two other women in there. I'm taking off my clothes. I'm all naked now. He comes in and he's like, check it. Oh, he looked at me like, ooh. He like what he saw type shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting insecure now. Cause I'm like, share it.
Share the lies.
Like, share it.
I did.
I'm like, I got a whole man's. What you doing in here, you know? And he's like, he's just telling me, you know, get in the bath. So I get in the tub. The whole time I'm in there for at least an hour. He in and out the bathroom. Just in and out the bathroom. Bringing me wine. Checking in on me.
How he get you wine? You told me some shit.
Oh, he got down on his knee. Poured me my glass of wine and handed it to me. So I was like, send it.
Oh, wait. I apologize. You got a whole man. Okay, you got a whole man. Okay.
I was like, stand up. He's like, nah.
Eliana is listening to this. She is punching, biting,
So I'm
pulling
in the tub,
his
and
hair
it's
out.
finally time for me to get out the tub, okay? And I'm standing there in the tub naked. This man walks in this time. Every other time he came in, the door was open. This time he closes the door.
Behind him or
Behind him.
Oh, okay.
He closes the door. He comes in the bathroom. and he flashes me his penis. Okay?
Ew.
Now that's when I was like, this
Was
is
it
too
like a
much.
quick flash or what?
I mean, it was.
Give me the details, nigga. I need to know.
Why?
Why, nigga? Because this is what the people want. Goddamn,
Was it like, all right.
Dude, that's your wife, though.
I was like, hey, I seen. Like, how you pulled him up?
Well, give it to him.
Was it like that? Or was it like, what he did is like, hey, I seen. Pull the motherfucker back.
Is that the husband?
So he pulled it out. I was standing there. He just pulled it out, and like only halfway. So I didn't see the whole thing. He just showed me. I don't even care if it was a centimeter of penis. I should have seen none of that shit. So he pulled it out. I'm standing there, attention, naked in the bathtub. I'm naked in the bathtub, just looking to the side. So I'm like, this isn't right. Like this is not honorable to me. I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking, I have a whole husband downstairs. Does he
Oh,
know
did
that
y'all
shit
hear
right now?
that?
You know, because if it was the other way around and I was not like G and that was my husband, I know that he would have got his ass torn into. So I'm just standing there like, okay, I just really want you to leave right now, you know? I'm very vulnerable in this state I'm in. Just please leave this bathroom.
Oh,
So he's like, don't, what happens between me and you stays between me and you. And he keeps coming to me, he keeps talking to me, he keeps telling me, what happens between me and you stays between me and you. And I'm just like, okay, like, cool, just please leave me alone. And then my husband comes. As soon as I see my husband, I tell him immediately what happened. Like, I'm not even about to keep a secret. Like, who do you think I am? What kind of character do you think I am? And one of my debilitations is
No,
my
don't
lack
start
of
with.
assertiveness, my lack of standing up for myself. So I don't know, like,
debilitation.
he's using my weakness against me right now. He really thinks that I'm about to hold this in. That's the only reason why he tested me, was to see, first off, if I'm loyal to him, his mission, because he is the mission. And just to see how much he can control me. I'm like, no. I told my husband immediately. We had a conversation about it. We talked about it. He felt his ways, but we're like, we gotta play this smart. We can't just be acting a fool. There's a lot of motherfuckers in here. Okay, do we really want to have to fight them off to get out this house? Right? So we just, we kept our cool and everything. And the next rising, he texts me. He's like, how you feel? So I'm like, I feel a type of way. He was like, okay, you want to have a meeting? So we have a meeting.
Him and these
Just him and
damn
I have a
meetings.
And I'm like, I feel disrespected. I have a relationship, and you in here doing all this weird shit, and that's not honorable. You disrespected me, you disrespected my husband, and you disrespected Nana G. Because I don't even want you doing this shit to Nana G. Like,
Well,
that night when
he
we had a
will.
spiritual bath, I feel like I really had a connection with Nana G in that moment. So I'm like, it hurts my heart to not even be able to tell her this shit.
She knows.
So I'm like, dude, come on, this ain't right. He gonna tell me I'm attracted to you. I like you.
This is during the meeting?
Yeah, he's like, I'm attracted to you.
Where were you,
He's like, I don't
husband?
even remember what I did. Mind you, he remembers everything else because what happened that night. He remembers everything else, but he don't remember he pulled out his like, come on, man. You think I'm dumb or you think I'm stupid? Which one? So I'm just like, I was like, you playing games, and I'm like, you playing games. He's laughing, he's trying to dab me up. I'm like, but you know, I dabbed him because he got a little aggressive there for a second. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm little, so I'm not even about to play with your ass.
Damn, she was scared.
I can only do so much. But anyway, he's just playing games. He's like,
Poor little
he don't want to
baby.
lose his daughter type shit. And I'm like, I'm not about to be the reason you lose nobody. Right. Don't put that shit on me.
He
And you're
always
lucky I didn't
says
tell
it's
her.
about his daughter.
You're lucky I didn't even tell Nana G. Because that's not my character. To be holding shit back and be sneaky like that. Because I don't want that shit happening to me. So I'm going to make sure I do. So I made sure I told my husband, I need to make sure he knows. So I'm not trying to have him find out any way but through me, you know? So we don't get to his part. Because we get anyway, so yeah, my husband happens to come in on us. Mind you, earlier that day, I had a meeting with the women where we talked about mine and my husband's relationship and shit. So
we supposed to be on isolation at this time.
Yeah.
Because we spending too much time together.
Yeah, they were
and
trying
I'm
to
not
separate
focused on
us.
the journey because I don't got the message, because I don't got no spirituality, and I don't got shit. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's
And
another thing he
split
had
up
control over,
families.
like the couples. Like, he would tell the couples when they can and can't talk to each other.
And how much spirituality you got?
Before I left, he told
Just
the
like
couples
a
they could
cult
only
leader.
be together at night. Anyway, Mama D.
So yeah, we having this discussion. My husband walks in on us. Mind you, I told my husband we were having this meeting, so he already knew we was down there. So it wasn't like he knew. I told him I was going to have this meeting because I needed to make sure he knew that I wasn't comfortable, and I know that I have a problem with standing up for myself. So I'm like, this is my moment to do something different. Speak my truth. Stand up for myself and don't allow anybody else to control my emotions. So I told that nigga, no, I don't care. Like, that shit's not cool. So we move on. My husband walks in the room. Boom. He leaves. He was in there grabbing something. So he's like, tell your husband to come back. So I go get him. And he switches up the whole tune. Yeah, I did. He switches up the whole tune. He was like, oh yeah, we was just talking about y'all's relationship in the meeting we had earlier. That's not what we was talking about. And my husband knows, but okay, we gon' act. He always tells us we need to be good actors, so we gon' act the part. Yeah, that's what we was talking about. Absolutely, Baba G. Me and him, we need to work on our relationship. Absolutely. Okay. All right.
So basically, he lied to me.
Look at myself.
He lied to me. I mean, when I came in, you called me down there to lie to me, bro. That's how I felt. Like, you called me down there. You felt guilty when I walked in the room. Because you felt like, oh, shit, I need to let this nigga know some shit. Because I'm in here with this girl, nigga, talking about some shit I ain't supposed to be talking about. So you felt guilty when I walked in the room and you wanted to call me back into there so you could feed me another lie. And then you should just kept it real from the jump. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, that's fact. So, that shit would happen. That day goes by. You know, Baba G thinking he's successful in whatever he thought he was doing. We acting though. We playing our parts. We plotting our way out though. Okay? We plotting.
The real reason why I left Carbonation was, I think Carbonation was just a little bit too extreme for me. I feel like the women can tend to get catty and petty really easily, and I feel like the underlying energies that the women have towards each other are just very combative and just kind of like ready to attack. I really don't like that unnecessary drama. I'm a private person. It was hard enough for me to share space with that many women. Like, I really need time to think and like process my own thoughts and really just hear myself and be able to meditate and differentiate between like how I feel and how other people feel. Like, is this my energy that I'm feeling? Is this someone else's energy that I'm feeling, you know? And I feel like I really didn't have that there, you know? I couldn't really fully express myself either. I felt like I wasn't really heard when I wanted to communicate how I was feeling or anything like that. But I felt kind of like they were ashamed of my skin color. They were being prejudiced towards me, and a lot of the times they would like, I don't know, I didn't know if it was coming from a place of deep-rooted trauma that they had, and I felt that it was, so I just showed unconditional love, you know, like, our history is fucked up, man, and a lot of things, they weren't in my control, but all I can do is just show unconditional love, regardless of how other people feel. When I started feeling those energetic shifts, like, underlying, like, aggression and kind of, like, passive-aggressive, like, advice, it was almost like the things they would say would become kind of like backhanded, and I'm just like a very like sensitive person. Like even right now on live I'm kind of like shaking. I like to stay out of the way. Probably need to be more dominant and assertive, working on that. But so when I feel those energetic like things, I started to isolate, and we had a meeting and I actually like let the women know how I was feeling, and I felt like it was a certain 3 of them, actually, like 3 of them in particular. And I said that, and as soon as I said I felt like it was 3 of them, the 3 that I thought it was, immediately they were like, oh, I think it's me. And so I was like, damn, my intuition was on point. Like, no cap. It was really them 3, and they were like, had no shame at all, like, I don't fucking like you. And I was like, for what? I really didn't understand why, and that like really upset me. I don't like to feel like the sisters are rivaling. I don't like to feel that energy at all, the tension. It's just unnecessary stress. But so yeah, after I expressed those things to the women calmly, things got aggressive, and so I knew it was coming from a place of anger or something, and I was like, look, this has nothing to do with me, so I'm going to remove myself from the situation. When I did that, it was like they totally deflected how I was feeling, and they said that I was playing the victim, and I really didn't feel like that was right. Like, my intuition was like telling me that I was innocent in this situation, and like it was really hurtful. Like, the whole group was just like, what you talking about? Like, you sound dumb right now. And I was like, damn, like, that hurt me, yo. I was like, shit, I don't know. They were like, you need to leave. And I was like, I think I do need to leave. I was noticing a pattern of them, like, all leaving their kids behind in kind of dramatic ways and then coming to carbonation. I really started to see carbonation as almost like a form of escapism. I realized that I was doing that, and I realized that I was doing that through seeing other people do the same thing there. And then I realized like how intense it was, because it seemed like some of the people there had really pure hearts, but it really genuinely seemed like they were brainwashed. Like, but you gotta face yourself in order to grow, and it's really hard to face things sometimes. By all means, it's not easy. But yeah, I definitely saw a lot of escapism tendencies there. Would I go back? No. Period. Do you feel like any of the members want to leave but are scared to speak up? Funny you said that. I felt like someone there wanted to leave, but they didn't have another option. The way that they looked at me was like, I don't agree with how we're treating you right now, but I have to do it because this is the tribe I chose to ride with. I could honestly see that in some of their eyes. So I was like, I feel like you're a genuine person. I almost felt like there was a reason why they couldn't leave, but they wanted to leave.
A day goes by and I'm like, yo, we gotta go. I'm like, I gotta make this man face himself. Like, I'm about to call a meeting with him, and my husband, and I'm gonna make him confess to what he did, period. Because I'm not about to do this. I don't want him thinking that I'm about to keep a secret from my husband. Because in his mind, he's thinking I haven't told my husband anything. And I'm not about to allow him to think my character will keep a secret like that from my man. Because if I do that to him, I'll do that to anybody. And then that's a rock in a hard place. You know what I mean? That's you know. So I was like, Babaji, I'm in a meeting with you and my husband. We go downstairs. So after that point, I was like, this nigga flashed me his dick, bro. Like,
he didn't want to even say that. He was like, nah, I just was walking into the bathroom a couple
it's your
times.
turn now. I was trying to get him to confess to what he did, and all he said was, oh yeah, I was in and out the bathroom, but it was nothing. It was no big deal. I was like, bro, you asked me not to tell him what you did. He was like, my husband acting was like, what you do? What you do? And I'm like, that nigga flashed me his dick because he didn't
But
want
he
to say
wasn't
it.
trying to come out. He said, oh, it's nothing, my nigga.
Yeah, he was like,
it ain't nothing. I didn't even want to bring it up to you because it was nothing, my
You
nigga.
had a chance to tell the
He
truth.
had,
You had a chance
I
to
gave
tell
him
me
an
the truth
opportunity.
twice. This is the second time, my nigga. This is the second time you didn't fail the test,
They
my
talking
nigga.
about stats
The
for everybody
Messiah,
else.
motherfucker, you didn't fail the
You have
test twice,
tests too.
nigga.
You have
Mind
tests.
You lied to me the first time, and then the second time, you had opportunity, and we gonna speak in there.
Mind you could feel his energy even before while we walked into the room to have a meeting. His nervousness. So you knew. Yeah, now it's your turn now.
Okay, bet. It's on me.
That's
nigga.
what I'm like, now
I want to
he's in
talk.
your
Let me
hands.
talk. Alright, so bet. So I come in the room, he sit me down, they all sit me down. I'm acting like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Even though I ain't got the scoop 2 days ago. What the fuck is going on? This nigga sit me down. He like, yeah, you nigga, I was talking to her about y'all relationship. What's going on with y'all relationship? Nah, fuck that, nigga. What's going on with you and my bitch? You been having conversations, you been DMing her, you been talking to her on the side,
your
nigga, you
wife.
been having meetings where you put me on isolation, I can't be around her, and now you telling me, oh, we having a meeting and it ain't about nothing. What the fuck? So let's talk then, nigga. So then he started talking to me, he like, yeah, nigga, so what's going on with y'all? Nah, fuck all that. He tried to bypass what she talking about, and he tried to go straight to me, like, nigga, nah, we just talking about y'all relationship. Y'all niggas been working on y'all relationship? What's the relationship? What's the relationship? Nah, nigga, let's go back to what the fuck we here for, nigga. Let's stick to the facts. What the fuck we in this meeting for, nigga? What the fuck is going on between you and my bitch? And you ain't talking to me about that, nigga. Let's talk about that. Everything else is secondary, nigga. Let's stay first. So the nigga goes to me and he's like, yeah, it was nothing. I just walked in the bathroom on her, my G. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? You know how? Nah, nigga, I don't know how this. Explain, nigga. Both of y'all motherfuckers need to explain. I'm acting at this time. I'm acting like I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Right.
But I'm not hurt.
already did. You already did.
I'm hurt, but I'm not hurt, nigga. I'm acting. I want you to know I'm a good actor, my nigga. I did my shit. I played you in your own game, my nigga, right? You was sitting there, nigga. You was looking scared. You was looking hurt. Like, nigga, I didn't do nothing, nigga. And she's like, so you didn't even want to come out and say you pulled your dick out. Oh, I flashed her my dick. Oh, it was nothing, my nigga.
Honest, transparency. One of the principles.
The first MOD, my nigga.
Integrity.
As you disciplining me every day, you got me on isolation against my bitch just to separate us, my nigga. You playing divide and conquer, my nigga. And you
All
failed at
cult leaders do.
I'm getting forward.
We didn't motherfucking break, nigga. We molded even closer, my nigga, because of your fuck shit. All of us, nigga, we came together as one.
Right.
Because of your fuck shit, because of your demons, nigga. You need to face your shit, my nigga. Face your truth, nigga.
That's a fact.
Be real with yourself, nigga. I said,
We
how the
know.
fuck you gonna hold me to these MODs, to these motherfucking 3 C's, these motherfucking 3 P's, nigga, and you ain't holding yourself to this shit, nigga?
If you're somebody's friend, you know, if you care about somebody when you're in a relationship with them, whether it just be a friend or somebody you just met, a bum, it doesn't matter who it is. You should always have compassion in your heart to extend. Everything that comes into your life is for you, in a sense. But we must have discernment in whether to know if we should keep that in our lives or not. Because you could become somebody that could continue to be in a situation that no longer would grant your growth. Now, at the end of the day, we must have standards. We all must have morals and principles when it comes to what we want in life. Because if you go around not having standards for yourself or for nobody that come into your life, then you're going to get exactly what they're going to give you. Whether that be lying, manipulating, excitement, joy, it doesn't matter. Now, what you allow in your life is on you. It's on you. Now, I know personally from an experience through carbonation that there are many levels to understanding what it is that you're going through. And sometimes being in the seat and looking from your perspective can warp what everybody else is seeing looking in. And I'm talking about real people in life. Real women have been through manipulation. Real women have been through physical abuse, mental abuse, rape, whatever it is. They've been through it and they know, okay, let me slow down because I want to make sure that everybody understand where I'm coming from. A lot of people may not know my situation, so here's the deal. I'm telling you from my experience. I'm telling you what I went through.
Oh, shit. Hey, share the live, my niggas.
It was, and it'll be shared some more.
I need 400. I need 1,000. Fuck this, nigga. If y'all don't share, I'm not saying nothing else. On God.
He's not telling the truth.
G-O-D.
He's not telling the truth, though.
I'm not holding that.
He's not telling the truth. Lie.
True. We ain't in number truths, nigga.
Literally.
This ain't number truth.
We was just put in that setting just to be the truth speakers.
Right.
Because everybody else is afraid to speak the truth.
We
They
know.
don't want to speak the truth. They see what's going on in there. They understand what's going on, but they too scared. Like I said in my lives earlier, they burned their bridges, so they feel like they don't have nowhere to go.
Right.
Like the way you want it to be, I don't desire to do that. Like I just feel like I want my own space. Like I just how I feel.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that. That's not how it works. Not in my world. This is my world. It's my way to harvest. You know the rules here. What are you talking about? You knew who I was when you first came here. You've been here 2 years. I never changed. I'm the same person.
You show signs. Like you just be like.
The signs that you see are the signs that you are, baby.
This
It's gonna be
nigga
what you think
crazy.
it is. That's what you think it is. It is what it is. You don't know who you are. You still figuring yourself out. I ain't got time to play with you. You said you knew who you was and you was down with it and that was cool. And now when it ain't good for you, you change your mind and you break your commitment. That's you breaking your commitment. I don't break my commitment. I stay in my word.
This man is not even the one providing. Oh,
This
how
nigga
about
ain't
that?
brought a motherfucking dollar to the
How
table.
about that?
You ain't brought a dollar to the table.
Nothing
You
to
acting
the
like
table,
we need
my
to worship
nigga.
you.
We know.
You ain't brought no money to the table, bruh. You just like motherfucking the girl. Hey, if y'all don't share this shit, we ain't saying shit else.
Listen to this man.
I'm grateful. I need 1,000 motherfuckers in here watching this shit, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Oh, trust me. This will be seen.
Share the live.
That's a
Share the
fact.
live.
You're damn right. On my YouTube.
It's not a joke though, guys. We might be laughing and shit, but like
Nah,
this shit
because
is
we happy
serious.
because we know
Because
we
he's really luring in people like that don't understand
self-esteem.
spirituality, that don't know what love is, that don't know who
Right.
they are. Like
Yes.
he's really reeling it. I was one of them,
Right.
so I can speak on this shit.
We
You
all
understand
was
what I'm
one of them.
saying?
Yes.
We all 4 of us.
Yes. Yes.
And my baby.
Listen,
And my baby.
I never wanted
And
to
Mama
be
Earth, fuck
there.
you.
She never wanted to be there.
Disrespected my baby,
I never
Mama Earth.
wanted to be.
Fuck
She
you
was
to
just
the
being
day,
loyal to her man.
I wanna say it to your face. I'm a real nigga. I'ma tell you right
I never
now.
wanted to
Fuck you,
be
Mama Earth.
there.
You's a dirty bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Mama
You
Earth.
treated my baby like shit.
did, though.
I fuck with you because you treated my baby like royalty.
Lana
Baba
G.
G, you lied to me
I
in my
love
face
Lana G.
twice, bruh.
Baba G,
Twice,
though?
nigga.
Yo,
And you had the I gave you I had the answers. I had the answer before I came to you. I did my research. I did my homework, my nigga. I came to you like a real nigga. I set the interviews up. I set the meetings up, my nigga. I set all that up, nigga. I took my money out your accounts before I did anything, nigga. I had my motherfucking route ready to go, nigga. In case you lied to me, I knew you was a real nigga, bro.
Here's the thing.
I was solid, nigga. I was solid to you, nigga. I was in that motherfucker.
Somebody said
boot
Baba G.
licking. I was in that motherfucker boot licking, nigga. I was like a janitor in that motherfucker, cleaning for you. I was washing clothes. I was cleaning. I was scrubbing. I was nigga, day and night, nigga. I was the last nigga that needed to be separated from this bitch, bro. I was the last nigga, bro. You had me in there call me a bootlicker, cuz. I ain't never came from the bottom, nigga.
Yet you was pulling in the money.
I pulled in 30,000, nigga, in one day, nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
He was taking care of us, not Alejio.
I gave you a spot to put your head to keep your family safe, my
Yo.
nigga. I fed all your niggas, bro.
Listen,
I fed all your bitches. bitches,
If
bro.
it wasn't for him,
everybody, bro.
if it wasn't for him,
in motherfucking Hawaii, when you called me, I ain't got but $1,000, bro. I'm like, nigga, I'll match that 1,000. Nah, matter of fact, nigga, what the fuck? I'll shoot you 3 bands, my nigga. I'll shoot you 3 bands, nigga, because I got it. I respected you, nigga.
We all did.
but if it wasn't for him, niggas wouldn't be eating.
Right.
Okay?
Niggas would eat beans and
Niggas
rice,
wouldn't be
nigga.
clothed.
Nigga, I'm cooking for you.
Okay?
The kindness of my heart.
Not because of Alihio.
Oh, let's get into that.
All he does
Let's get into
is
that.
sit in the room
Let's
all
get into
day
that, my nigga.
while
Let's
niggas
get into
serve
that.
him.
Nigga, I served you.
Outta here.
Like you was the
The
Messiah. Nigga, you told me,
Messiah.
nigga, to my face, I am not the Messiah. You's a bitch then, nigga.
You told him to
Cause you
his
got the
face,
world
y'all.
thinking you the Messiah. You ain't
So
the
your
Messiah.
people-
You's a bitch ass nigga then, nigga. You like
Everybody.
even everybody in that house that's listening to him, and y'all niggas is following this nigga. You's a bitch
Y'all need
ass
to
nigga.
understand.
That's why I called y'all niggas pussy
doesn't
day
believe
one.
he's the
Y'all
Messiah.
pussy ass niggas. Pussies following a pussy ass nigga. You don't want to keep it real. He'll go behind your back and try to
Somebody's chakra's open.
I'm open, nigga. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Wow, nigga. Run it 1,000%, nigga. You bitch ass nigga, cause you go behind your niggas back and you try to sleep with they bitch, nigga. Luckily, I trained my woman from day one, my nigga. I trained her to be loyal. I trained her to be silent. I trained her to be
Pause.
I'm a solid nigga.
Pause. Because you didn't have to train me. It was already in my DNA. The truth needs to be heard of who he truly is and what he is running, which is a sex cult. It is not real. It is not real. I advise no one to go there. Do not go there.
Oh.
He ain't no
He
leader,
told me that.
and he has not overcome his demons.
That nigga was about to cry to me when he was talking to me.
He
about my
projects
nigga.
his demons on everyone. He points out everybody's faults.
Tell the truth.
And does not acknowledge the shit that he deals with personally.
Okay.
Period.
I know how to love myself. I love myself. Okay. You see this glow, my nigga? You see everything I got, my nigga? I'm grateful. I love myself. Exactly.
I love myself.
To the real.
That's what you preach, right, Olivia?
To the real. Not no fake shit, my nigga. Not no fake shit. I've been here. Period. I've been here. I've been here.
I didn't pay attention to behavioral patterns. I didn't sit down and take the time to understand or to get an understanding of what I was going through. People would see that they don't fit in because they can't like do some of the certain things, or they didn't agree with some of the things that Nature Boy would do and say. Like, I know a lot of the men, they have problems with their women, the wives that they have. They have a lot of problems between men and women there. And this is why you see women go back and forth, and Nature Boy would like to justify it and say that the women are getting to know themselves. Absolutely not.
Sometimes you come in contact with people who act like they got the mentality you have, and you realize later in life that's not true. So, the reason I'm, reaching out to this brother is because I know the shit Nature Boy is on. I already know that from the gate. So I just want to try to get an inside perspective so people don't, fall for this same scenario. I don't fuck with Nature Boy. That's not a secret. But I know what he's doing. He's putting up it's like a spider in a spider web. He making the shit look silky, then you get caught in it and he comes suck your fluids out. And what you doing is you placating on people who really trying to better themselves, and then you get them into your grasp. And once again, even though he don't got nothing to do with this subject, this the same shit Polite was doing. Playing on people who trying to better themselves, and you get them in your grasp, and you doing, the devilish shit you like to do. And so the reason I wanted to get that introduction definitely is because I got scammed before. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? It happens. But the point I'm trying to make is I want people to see that this is why you cannot be trusted niggas on the internet.
I get where you going with this, and to be honest, that's kind of how I felt. You know what I mean? But from the outside looking in, I didn't get that. I was captivated by the gift of God. So when I made it out there, I started seeing little, how would you say, chinks in his armor. But I'm the kind of dude, like, you my man, right? I'm riding with you. You might do some fuck shit, but I'm not gonna pull your card in front of people. I respect myself enough to pull you to the side and be like, yo, that shit you did, da da da. You feel me? Like, only because I respect myself to that extent. That's the kind of dude I am. Like, if I'm going to ride with you, I'm going to ride with you. But I was ignoring certain things, you know what I'm saying? I definitely experienced some of that where I felt like it was one thing, but when I got there, it was another thing. Like, everything you just said, right? I heard that before I even went there. But I'm not going to judge you off somebody else's experience with you. I'm going to judge you off my experience with you. You understand what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong.
But we also got we also, not to cut you off, but that's what people do reviews for. Like, if a restaurant got 100 reviews that say it's roaches in the kitchen, hell no, I'm not going to that restaurant, you know? So it's like, you know, we want to love our people and give our people the benefit of the doubt, but we also got to respect reviews. You know what I'm saying? If maybe, let's say 20 people saying the same thing, but they all in the same group, then maybe we could be like, y'all all in cahoots. But if 20 motherfuckers who don't know each other is saying the same thing, we gotta, you know, take that into account. And I wanted to ask you, you know, what did you feel was the reason that made you say, I don't want to be a part of Carbon Nation no more? You know, that's what the people want to know. We want honest reviews. If you don't want to eat at this restaurant no more, we want to know why. Was it nasty? Was it, you know what I'm saying? So we want to know what made you say, you know, I can't jack Melanation no more. I mean, Carbon Nation, period.
So when I first got out there, I had went out there with a young lady. You understand what I'm saying? And this young lady, we was in the United States together, and we vibrated out of here together. So as soon as we got there, though, it's like he preyed on her mind in a certain way. Like he saw she was mentally weak, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And so he was just getting at her. And he was basically telling her that she's feeling his man. You understand what I'm saying? But someone like myself is like, I wasn't really pressed because of that. I was just like, damn, if she's willing to go with him and she just got here with me, then that was never mine to begin with. You understand? I knew enough to have that type of discernment in my own mind. But I in my heart, I was like, that shit wrong. That was some fuck shit.
So basically, I could follow. You went down there with a female.
Facts.
And Nature Boy tried, because he go at everybody, girl.
Right,
so
right. But
so
he wasn't trying to go at her for him per se. You understand what I'm saying? He was trying to get her to vibe with his mans. He was basically telling her, "You feeling my man, and don't."
No, right.
He pressured her. Right. So he pressured her into actually doing something she wasn't really agreeing with. So I seen that in her, and I kind of felt bad for the girl. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my heart melted. I was like, "Yo, that's wrong." And she wasn't. So
long story short, he pressured her into having sex with somebody.
I don't know what they did because they was in their privacy, you know what I'm saying? But we can assume that for sure. But what I'm saying is, like, I felt bad for the girl. Like, bitch, you could have stood up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, I don't want to, and I'm not saying she had to be with me. That was the first thing that happened, and that happened as soon as we got there, you know what I mean? And we actually were used to having, like, group meetings. So that was during a meeting, and it was like a 4-hour meeting. So, old girl that I had went there with, she did the pancakes. She flip-flopped on me as soon as we got there. She went to the next boy. Then she ended up coming back to me. I ended up putting hands on this woman out of my frustration. And don't get it twisted, like, I don't abuse women. I got 5 sisters, and I'll kill for them, and I'll die for them. But this young lady was just, like, flowing with the wind. Like, anything somebody tell her to do, she doing. And I was just like, yo, I want what's for me. Clearly, that's not for me. But I ain't want no negative energy between me and old boy. Because I just got there, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go there to try to step on nobody's toes or try to be the new hot shot of none of that. I honestly had a pure intent. I just wanted to help my people. But like you said, sometimes we try to help our people. We give them the benefit of the doubt when clearly there's rumors coming out about these people and stuff like that. We ignore that. So that was one time I ignored that. But I was so frustrated dealing with her. Like, I felt like, bitch, stand up for yourself. Like, you don't want me, you don't want him. You just coming to us because niggas is telling you what to do. Like, I was so frustrated in that moment, and I got beside myself. I just couldn't take it. Like, I just wanted her to stand up for herself so bad. She wasn't able to do that. She ended up leaving anyway. You understand what I'm saying? She might have been there for a month in its entirety. Her whole stay out there was probably a month. But then when my wife vibrated, right, toward us, one of the last straws, right, was like the night prior that I left. It was like storming rain. So he basically had us out there all night. That was maybe 3 o'clock in the morning when it was storming so bad that it woke us up. And we usually got a way of communication, but it was so loud and storming that we couldn't hear nobody, nothing. We can't hear no form of communication, nobody yelling. And we a couple feet away from each other, but we far enough to not be able to hear in the storm and rain. So he had us out there all night from like 3 a.m. to sunrise. We was all on the compound, right? And he was having a meeting with his wives. And my wife went there to get some clothes off the line, and he pulled it to the side. And just from afar, that looked funny to me. So I'm like, yo, what you having the meeting with my wife? Am I invited? And he was like, nah, you can come over. But he stopped me in my tracks before I came over. He said, matter of fact, we about to have a group discussion about this anyway. I was just getting fed up with the shit. So while I'm upstairs, somebody asked me, what do you think that meeting is about involving your wife? And I'm like, I don't know. Nature Boy probably being King Dingaling. And obviously that shit got back to him. I guess one of his students was like, he call you King Dingaling, some shit like that. Cause I had said that about him. I go in the kitchen, I'm fixing me some water. My wife comes towards me and she's like, let me tell you what just happened. So innocently, like right then and there in that moment, she was about to tell me what he was just saying to her. And I'm like, yo, the nigga standing right next to you. But she didn't really grasp that. She's like, yo, let me tell you what just happened. And what he did in that moment, right? He's like, King Dingaling. And the way I said it was just like, you know, he being King Dingaling. Like, he might crack her. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie. I was in my feelings. Like, yo, Nature Boy's like, nah, hold on. We about to have a group discussion about what just happened. But clearly he didn't want her to tell me something. But she was dead ass just about to open up and express what just happened while she was getting some clothes off the line. You understand what I'm saying? So when this is happening, he's like, let me have a meeting with all the couples. So he pulled all of the dudes to the side that have a wife. And he was basically saying, like, I love you. I love the couples here because I see myself in all the men. So when I see a woman with y'all, it's like she's with me because y'all and me, we got the same mind. He was breaking that down. But what basically happened when he was having the meeting with my wife is he was basically telling her, like, yo, why don't you be with me? Because the reason you attracted to Natural is because he has my mind. So why he's a filter. And what's funny is I thought he and I had established that previously. Like, yo, this is my joint. She about to come over. She's down for the she down for the cause. Like, but I didn't know like he had an ulterior motive. Like, he's like, yeah, you could bring a nigga, but that's gonna be mine. But I ain't really, honestly, I didn't think that. You know what I'm saying?
But let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, because you probably didn't know. Maybe you ain't seen no exposed videos or something we did. You didn't realize that every girl he's with now, he took from another nigga that was already over there?
Wow.
So you didn't. I'm just throwing it out there. EJ was Olmec girl.
Okay.
So the story goes, Olmec never wanted to leave. He wanted a new direct up under him, a new wife. But Nature Boy, being the alpha male that he is, wasn't having it. And once Nature Boy found out Olmec's mission to bring in a new direct, Nature Boy said, you got to go. Because apparently you don't understand who I am. There's only one alpha male on this complex, and that's me. So you have disobeyed your master, and you must go. And by the way, I'm keeping EJ for myself. So Olmec said, no problem, big bro. You want me to leave? I'll leave. You want my woman? She's yours. So I wish you the best of luck. But Nature Boy didn't like Olmec's response to him up quick and leaving like that. He wanted conflict. He wanted Olmec to stand up to him so he can jump him with this crew. He wanted things to get physical, but Olmec couldn't take it no more. After seeing EJ, Nature Boy, his master teacher, hide secrets behind his back, he was out of there. He took the first ride home that he can get.
Nature Boy act like girls came over there for him. That's not a fact. Nature Boy was by himself. Niggas came, it's just like you. Niggas came over there with they women already. Nature Boy took these niggas' girls, and eventually these niggas left and the girls stayed. And one of them don't know who the father is because Nature Boy took her from another nigga. And so he took all of them, whether you knew it before you got over there or not, he took them women from niggas that was over there the same way he tried to finesse your girl. But that's just show you that he's a snake nigga. Yo, this shit crazy. But I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
In his mind, he's like, all these women come for me. They come through y'all, but they come for me. And I understood everything he was saying, right? But me, I'm me. Like, I love who I am. Like, I have a chip on my shoulder sometimes. Like, I think I'm that nigga. Whether I'm down and out or not, I still feel like I could get through whatever situation I'm placed in.
Right.
Like, this is what we have as a people. We very resilient. So I'm like, that shit applies to all y'all motherfuckers, but my wife is for me. But I guess that bruised his ego when she stood up and she was like, nah, I ain't for you. I'm for natural. He wasn't really jacking that. So he started putting little bugs in my ear about her, like, yo, of us are better without a woman, and she bougie, and this and that. He was like, just because I'm talking to your wife, you already getting nervous and all that. So one of his mans came up to me and they was like, yo, why you over there all nervous? Because I'm from New York. We do pull-ups, we do push-ups. That's a pastime for us. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Sitting there doing some pull-ups in front of the house, and the nigga's like, yo, why you all puffing up and all that? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dog. Because I was in my feelings. I'm like, yo, this bitch, I didn't even give my own wife the benefit of the doubt at the time. I was like, oh, she's just going to fall and crumble like everybody else did. I was like, I lost her. It was fun while it lasted. You understand what I'm saying? But come to find out, Shorty stood tall for me. But in that moment, something in my heart clicked, and I knew it was going to turn into the me and her show now. Everything was going to be about us and about how I'm acting different. I'm all in my feelings ever since she came here and shit like this. You understand? Right. But nobody ever really did that. Like, yo, nah, I'm not for you. I'm for him. In my heart, I felt like, my nigga, if she go with him, then that's not for me. But obviously, it was for me because she stood up. She was like, nah, I'm not for you. I ain't come here for all. I came here for him. If I'm your man, my wife supposed to be your sister. That's how I look at it. So in my heart, I was just like, yo, that's wrong. And there's no way you could flip it. Like, I don't jack that. I don't agree with it. He was like, yo, y'all can trust me with y'all wives. I don't want y'all wives. Like, they love y'all and I love this. Playing that mind game on them, basically saying, right.
But basically, he's trying to, yeah. But basically,
she was loyal. And they wasn't really jacking that because Shorty was conscious enough within herself to be like, nah, I'm not doing that. You're not going to force me to do something I don't agree with. So he was like, yo, she got to go. What you going to do? And in that moment, I just thought about it, and I just shook my head like, yo, what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to ignore the signs. I said, yeah, I am ready to dip. But prior to that, let me backtrack a little bit. As soon as wifey touched down on the premises, right? As soon as she touched down on the compound, she started pointing shit out like, yo, did he just say this but did the other thing? And I would quiet her. I would be like, yo, mind your business. Let grown folks talk. Like, I would really brush it off my shoulder. Like, yo, you don't know what you're talking about, young girl. You got a lot of experience to learn. But little did I know, I was just ignoring the truth. She was like, yo, this nigga don't love you. He don't care about you. And I'm like, what is you talking about? Mind your business. Watch how you speak to me, first of all. But all along, she was right. So when I stopped ignoring her, that's when I finally opened my eyes and was like, yo, you know what? Somebody who really cares for you ain't going to try to plot on your wife. Somebody who really cares for you ain't going to try to finagle a situation to benefit them in a certain way for no reason. You just going to say the truth. Whether you look like an asshole or not, the truth is the truth. So I don't even care how I'm coming across to people in this moment because I'm sharing my truth. And I'm not here to talk about any other reflections experience I was there. I'm talking about myself and what I went through with the man. So this is a personal experience I had with him. But as soon as she would get there, as soon as she got there, she would say things like, yo, this nigga talking about you're a filter of him and I should be with him and not with her. But she came to me and told me that in that moment before we had a group meeting. He obviously didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I'm like, yo, she's just so pure. Like, she's just trying to express what happened. So he was trying to come to me and let me know what happened before her. But he interrupted that while it was happening. But little did he know, she just shoot from the hip. She's so pure that she's just letting me know what happened. Like, she's not even trying to, she's just telling me the truth, not even trying to paint, not even trying to little his image to me. She's just being honest.
All right, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to cut you off. Long story short, he's a scumbag. And it just proves that he don't want no women around that can think for themselves. And he out here trying to take niggas' girls.
And that was a problem for me because I didn't like that shit. And I always told him about what I felt. Yeah, I have gotten into polygamous relationships with him with all of those women in Carbonation. Maybe a few no, but majority of them, yeah. Because I wanted to appeal to something that I didn't agree with, asking him if this was for real. And he would sit there and say, yes, can't you tell I love you? And he would say, look at all the people. All the people are saying that, you see what I'm saying, that I love you. And this is how he like made it a thing for me to believe in, to make me feel comfortable, to make me feel like, you know what I'm saying? And another one of his manipulation tactics through that period, if you ever try to like go against what he's saying, he'll be like, well, you knew what I was getting into before this and that. You knew I was polygamous. Yeah, I knew that you were polygamous, but the way that you do polygamy is wrong as fuck. And you need to go sit down somewhere because that is not healthy at all. I don't care who in their right mind think that any woman in a righteous place or a conscious place should not know who her baby father is okay. And I'm sorry if you feel like I'm throwing shots, and I'm sorry if you feel like I'm exposing you or whatever the case may be, but that shit ain't right. And I wasn't having it. I wasn't about to sit there and continue to let women come in my life just to watch him fuck. Let me tell you something, ladies. Let me tell you something, ladies. That's incarbonation. He only wants to have sex with you. He does not. Come on, Ellie. Excuse me real quick. He only wants to have sex with you. He doesn't want a long living life with you and make sure that, you know, he's giving you the proper love that you need. He's not there for that. He's there to use you as something to show the world, to get this recognition that his ego wants. This is not something real that you would want to find in a man. This is not what this is. And I've been through it because at one point in time, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at this long term and I'm like, okay, I could try to see myself doing this for the rest of my life. And this is what my mind was. But little did I know, and did I soon to find out, was that I was only being used to do what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to do what he wanted me to do. This is what I found out through the process. So every woman over there in carbonation, you need to think twice about your situation. Aya, he treats you like shit, baby girl. Like shit. And you should never let nobody treat you like that. You shouldn't accept nothing that will make you feel less worthy of what you actually are. Don't let him treat you like that. Don't let him say that he loves you in front of the world and then disregard you in front of the same people and act like people don't see that. You want him to like you, and he's never going to like you because he doesn't care about you, honey. He cares about what you can do for him. And as long as you can give him the strings to your soul, to your mind, then he can utilize you in whatever way he wants to. And you're going to be subjected to that. You shouldn't only be in a relationship with somebody that you just want to have sex with. You should also be in a relationship with them because you love them and you want to see them do better in life. Because you want to enhance them. Know the person you're getting involved with because he's embarrassing and humiliating everybody on camera. Everybody. He waits for a next moment that you fuck up so that he can put it online. So that he can create content. You should be leading a people somewhere, but where you're leading them is down to destruction. Because when I was there, I never really said nothing like out loud. I addressed Nature Boy one time when I was there about making sexual jokes all the time, and his defense was, "This is me. This is who I am. And if you don't like it, you can't change me. So you either get with the program. It's either my way or the highway," is what he told me. And this is why I kept getting more angrier and more angrier and more angrier, was because I was fighting what was true inside of me. I was fighting my own intuition. Nature Boy doesn't respect women. He doesn't respect intuition. He doesn't respect femininity. He only wants to use it to his purpose and to his agenda, which is not serving for neither the woman or himself. This is not how you should be treating women. This is not how you should be exploiting your life online. You shouldn't be on camera telling everybody how good your woman's vagina is. That's disgusting. No one wants to sit there and listen to that. That's actually degrading. Why would you want men to even think about your woman in that way? So when you have to put yourself out there sexually like that, that just says everything about who you are. Literally.
Someone said, did Melvin know about him pulling out his dick? No.
Because he told us to keep it a secret. Because he's like, nigga, don't let my wife know because I don't want to lose my baby.
I just want to say,
You care about that baby more than you care about everything.
I just wanted to say that the reason why I didn't tell her is because I'm not going to be the reason why. He's not going to point the finger at me. He's going to be his own demise. Yeah, he's going to be his own demise. Like, no matter what, it's going to be him. And I wanted to tell her, but in my heart, I'm like, do I really want to do this right now? Do I really want to be a part of this drama? I'm just going to remove myself from the situation altogether, so I'm no longer a callous for his demons.
I took this shit seriously, yo. I take my life very seriously, so there's no respect there, man. This shit is serious. If you want respect, you give respect. This shit is not a game.
Nigga, you was acting like you like my bitch or you really like my bitch? I don't know, but you got to answer that for me, bro. Because I left before you gave me that answer. Because you thought you had me hooked when you had me in the garage for an hour on isolation trying to convince
You put niggas like 2 hours in the corner.
Me, my nigga, that I need to be away from my bitch so that you can slide in.
That's crazy. That's some star shit. And you have to recognize that. You have to admit that shit. To keep y'all awake, man, sometime. Because man, his damn mouth.
Nigga, we did lives from 7 to 7. No, you just on me and my motherfucking
meetings.
7 to 7.
From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. About a man that he admires.
You said I was your bro. You said, nigga, I don't want you, nigga, listen, nigga, we bro.
I'm dead. Y'all questions are really funny.
I had this problem with my
Y'all questions are funny.
Yo, just trying to get off the Wi-Fi, girl.
Oh, try to get
off the Wi-Fi.
That nigga got Tron in the motherfucking laundry room for 3 days. No, nigga, he had Tron in the laundry room for a whole week.
Poor
Tron
Tron.
was on timeout after the Terry left. Tron was on timeout in the laundry room.
A week, yo.
For a whole week.
Y'all know how long that nigga
took that
laid
nigga
there?
food from him, bro.
The fucking laundry room was this fucking big, y'all.
Yeah, just pretty much gotten out of the closet maybe like a couple days prior to me getting there.
Yeah, we put a nigga in the closet in isolation, nigga. What's up, nigga? What you gonna do about it, nigga? Do something about it. She ran to you telling you all our business like a whole ass nigga. Come do something about it, nigga. Pull up. Yeah, that is a damn shame. Yeah. So do something about it. You ain't this shit, nigga. Whole ass nigga. You ain't no real nigga. Snitch your whole nigga team out. Look at her. She snitching a whole nigga team out. And this nigga's a bitch sitting here listening to this shit. That's what he used his platform for chatty patty shit. Fuck this nigga. Real niggas don't move like this. Yes, Loyal was in isolation. We put him in isolation because he know he violated our laws and jurisdictions.
So you talking about I'm a fraud, nigga, that's your opinion. That's nice. But you the same nigga that said that pedophilia happens for spiritual reasons. You the same nigga that said homosexuality is natural. You the same nigga that said you let your son touch your penis. And so, if I'm fraud, nigga, what the fuck do you think that shit is? Look, that's not bro, what I said. I will play the clip right now. That's not what I said. Play the clip. Okay, fine. Let me go to it. Wait, hold up. Let me go. I'm going to it. It's over now. It's over. I'm going to it.
You know why I don't let kids around me, other people kids around me? Because the way I am. See me, I like to be naked. Let me tell you a little son about Nature Boy. See, my kids, when I see my son, this is how I treat my son. We naked together. I take bath with my kids. I'm naked with my kids. I have sex in front of my kids. My son be breastfeeding and I'll be making love to his mama. That's me, bruh. That's how I get down around kids, and I'm pure at heart. So you can think in your mind, if I let another kid here, I'm gonna have to change the way I am so that your kid could be comfortable around me. No, I'm gonna be naked as fuck in front of your kids. My son comes up and grabs my penis. I let him grab my penis. I had sex with his mom. I'm making love to his mother. After I'm done, I'm laying there chilling. He grabbed my penis. He's playing with my penis. I let that happen. I don't want to hide shit from him. I make love right in front of them. I make love to their mama right in front of them. Like a real man. That's how I get down, homie. That's just me.
Here it is, number one, and I don't want it to get aggressive or nothing, but I feel like, you know why I think you a fraud? Because you don't watch me. You're taking something you heard, which doesn't make you intelligent at all. You don't have the proper context or enough information to even comment on some shit like that because you don't know for sure. And here's another thing. The other thing is this. This is what the problem is. You know me personally. When I say you know me personally, I don't mean that we grew up together because you can never grow up with me. This is what I'm saying to you. At the end of the day, you're right, nigga. I could never grow up as a gay stripper in the land. I could never. You right. You know me personally. The way you've been treating me online is immoral. Bro, stop lying saying I know you personally for you really pissed me the fuck off, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Stop lying, nigga. Stop lying saying you know me personally. Stop doing that for you. I get 3 words out. I don't get the finish. Because you clout chase when you being in a place. Listen, nigga, I met you in New York. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. Nigga, when I met you, I didn't know you was a fucking homo, nigga. I didn't know you calling me a homo. You was a model stripper. Yeah, I'm calling me a homo. Yo, hold on. I didn't know you, nigga. Stop lying. If you gonna talk. Hold up, listen. I meet a lot of niggas. When I travel. Let me say this though. Whoa. Piss me off, nigga. Listen, man, because I can't do nothing over the phone. Yeah, you can't. You couldn't do nothing in person, nigga. And you couldn't do nothing in person. We can't do nothing over the phone. But here's stop playing. Stop, stop, now, nigga, talk. Nigga, stop lying. Yo, listen, we can't get like that over the phone. Yeah, I can say what the fuck I want to say. So it makes no sense doing that over the phone. Fly out. I'm from Buffalo, nigga. Fly out. What are you talking about? All right, stop. And that little herpes having ass dank kid in the background better mind. Hey, listen, it's okay. Relax. Yeah, it is okay. I'm all the way like that. I'm all the way like that. You getting emotional, bro. Relax. Because you playing me, bro. I can't do nothing over the phone. Stop, Nature Boy. Stop playing me, bro. We can't do nothing over the phone. You can't do that over the phone. Buffalo, nigga. You fly to Buffalo and see what over the phone, I bet you gonna leave. Fly to Buffalo and see what I bet you gonna leave this motherfucker. It makes no sense. Fly to Buffalo, do that over the phone. I'll buy your ticket. I'll buy your ticket. I'll buy your ticket. It makes no sense. I'll buy your ticket. Nigga, now if you gonna talk, but stop playing me. Because I'm like that. Now talk, nigga. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. And tell her to mind so that's what happened. Violate her danky ass. Ain't you, wasn't you fucking Omac before you was fucking him? Fuck out of here. And then one of y'all over there pregnant don't even know who your fucking baby daddy is. Y'all niggas better clean y'all shit up. Nigga. I'm all the way like, I don't know who the fuck y'all niggas think I am. Stop playing on me. Yeah, look into the camera, dumbfounded if you want. Fly out, I'll buy your ticket. And pick you up. I'm like that. Fuck is wrong with you niggas? Now talk, nigga, or get the fuck off my screen. Okay, so when I met you, you came to New York. You never had been to New York, to New York City before, and you had pulled up at a hotel where the shit blew up, the 9/11 shit blew up, and you couldn't find parking. I was like, yo, we was already on the phone building with each other a lot. You was like, yo. I was like, yo, why don't you just come to the BX? You pulled up to the hood, and you pulled up, and we shook hands when you first came out. In that moment, I was like, wow, I didn't realize you was that short. I was like, damn, you like 5'3", and you was little. And I was like, damn, I didn't know you was that little. Like, shit. You know? So at the end of the day, I was like, wow, like this nigga talk like he was a big nigga. You know, you meet somebody online, you like, damn, I thought you was going to be tall or something. This nigga like a 5'3", 5'4", 5'6", something like that, some smaller. I'm like, damn, you came in, and my energy was the same. When you was in my presence, you was wild, humble.
What are you trying?
Okay.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. Like,
Can I finish what I'm saying?
nigga,
Can I finish the story?
I'm cool and humble with everybody I meet for the
Can
first
I
time.
finish the story? Can I finish the story? All
My
right.
nigga.
What? All right, so let me just finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying respectfully. So you come to my crib, you chilling with me, and I had broke some things down to you in front of your girl. Both of y'all was kicking it with me, and I was like, yo, you got mama issues. You laughed at me with her. You was like, damn, how you knew that? I was like, I could feel that. Fast forward, we went to Sarnetta's. We had agreed before you went to Sarnetta that it was best that you did not debate against them because we was on a team. I was like, yo, we got enough knowledge, but we don't need to debate.
Bro, look at my arm, bro. My arm twitching because that's how mad you got me right now that you pump it. I know it's
how to control yourself.
I know
you gotta control yourself.
You
gotta control yourself.
You a sleazy weed.
In this moment, you gotta control yourself.
You a sleazy. No, you should have worried about controlling yourself. Yeah.
All right, so listen,
but you
you gotta control yourself in this moment because I'm really sitting up here. You really I'm trying to get to the climax of what I'm trying to say. Are you gonna let me finish?
You really up here trying to use a paintbrush.
Are you gonna let me finish?
You really up here trying to use a paintbrush.
Are you really gonna let me finish?
What this, I don't
so listen, we went to Sarnetta.
I don't understand what this. Listen, I don't understand.
We went to Sarnetta.
Let me listen.
We went to Sarnetta. If you let me finish,
even if this, listen,
you won't let me finish the story because you know
we
where
were not pump right now.
You remember, even though
we're not pump right now. I don't understand how this.
You know where the story is going.
I don't understand how
you know where it's going.
I don't think that you know this. I don't understand how this story means you know me personally because I met you when I was.
No, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you if you let me finish.
And you pump it like a bitch. Then for two, I don't understand what this story has to do with
I'm about to
me
tell you
not
right
knowing
now.
you were a homosexual, not knowing you were a gay
if you let me finish, you'll see.
not know you was fucking another man named Mike Brown for a residual income.
Are you gonna let me finish what I'm saying?
Did you not just say you
Are
consider
you gonna
yourself
let me
bisexual?
finish what I'm saying?
Did you not just say you consider yourself bisexual?
You're not gonna let me finish what I'm saying?
You nigga, didn't you say you consider yourself bisexual? That's not
bad. Are you gonna let me finish what I'm saying?
You just said that. Though. That's not.
Are you gonna let me finish what I'm saying to you?
Okay, my nigga.
Okay. So
please tell me about
I'm gonna finish it up quick because I see your attention span is very short.
Okay,
so let me speed it up for you.
How did you get up there? How did you get up there?
Here it is.
How did you get up there? How did you get up there? Didn't I ask him, could you come up? You would have never been up if it wasn't for me, because you was my ride. And I said, can my man come up so he don't gotta sit in the car?
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So now I got in the car and we had a conversation. I'm like, yo, we shouldn't debate because we don't need to. We got enough knowledge to where we don't need to debate nobody. You was like, yeah, I feel you. But as soon as we got upstairs, you set it off like pop. And I was like, damn. And I was kind of like leaning like, damn, what the fuck? Like, we went to another route. So at that point, I was upset with you. And then I had got into it with some people on the live that I was arguing with. And then you tried to flake on me in front of Sarnetta. And then we was in the car. When we got back in the car.
Okay, now why did I
listen,
let me finish. But you're lying. I didn't debate nobody that day. Nigga, I got the whole fucking presentation right here. I never debated nobody that day. I never said that you debated nobody.
No. Yes, you did.
You said.
All I'm saying is that you went to attack. You went to attack all the people. You went to attack everybody.
No, I didn't. I hopped on shit with you because you tried to grab the fucking mic out of my hand, for one. And then for two, I hopped on shit with you because you tried to associate yourself with me and we were not joint brands. I hopped on shit with you because we were live on camera and you told people that me and you were going to take people to live closer to the equator. And nigga, I didn't
never
know
said that.
Right? But you did try to grab the mic from me, right?
I did grab the mic from you.
And that's why I got upset, because I said, nigga, this is not your interview. This is mine. How you gonna come to my interview and try to grab a mic from me, nigga? And the only reason I didn't go ham is because we were live. But after the fucking camera stopped rolling, just like you said, nigga, I told you how I felt about what you did. And we argued after. And that was it, nigga. That was the end of me and your interaction, period. And then after that, you kept calling me, kept messaging me, talking about, yo, this, that, and the third, and trying to get back in my good grace. And I told you, nigga, just go your way. You good, you's a dub. It's a dub. You straight. And we never spoke. And the next time
this is what happened after that.
time I seen you, you had a YouTube channel. You would have nobody would have never seen you if I didn't ask could you come upstairs? Fuck is you talking about?
Okay. We established established that. We already established that. All right, so let me finish what I'm saying, though. So we got in the car. Your shorty was in the back of the car. I pulled the car over. And in that moment, I checked the shit out of you. I checked the fucking shit out of you.
Put that on your unborn seat. Put that on your unborn seat.
Shit out of you in that moment.
Put that on your unborn
in my car, my nigga.
Put that on your
seat. You did not have that energy.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
You did not have that
energy. You said that I got funky with you inside Netter House. Why you didn't check me inside Netter House then?
I waited until we got outside.
No. You a lying ass nigga.
We got outside.
You a lying ass nigga.
I waited until we got outside.
You a lying ass nigga.
We got outside.
How about this? I'll buy your ticket to Buffalo.
And I told you,
I'll buy your ticket to Buffalo, and you come check me right now. How about that? You a lying ass. You a lying ass nigga. We was both in the car, motherfucker. You was upset about what I said to you inside Netter House, and you started saying, I don't let no man talk to me like that. And I was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck how you let no nigga talk to you like that. And
oh my God, yo.
First
you
of all,
fucking crazy. You didn't say that shit, nigga. You's a fucking liar, nigga. Fuck out of here. If you would have said that, I would have cracked your fucking face open.
Only thing you kept repeating.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
You kept repeating was.
Crack your fucking face open if you said that to me, bro.
Only thing you kept repeating.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You ain't say that shit, you whole ass nigga. You a fraud. If you would have said that, I would have cracked your fucking face open in that moment.
Put that on your unborn son.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
No.
Put that on everything. You ain't say that shit. I'll put that on everything on my fucking everything. You ain't say that shit, my nigga.
Kid. Be specific. Say, I put this on my unborn child.
I'll put that on my unborn child, my nigga. You ain't say that.
No. I didn't say that. Say, I put this on my unborn child that I checked you in that car.
I put this on my unborn child. I checked you in. Listen, nigga.
EJ, if your child come out with any physical
all my children.
If your child come out with
I'll put it on everything I love.
If your child
on everything I love.
If your child come out
car, if you would have said what you just said right there to me, I would have broke your jaw in 30 pieces.
Any unborn
fucking crazy, nigga.
If your child come out with any born deficiencies,
my nigga, you crazy?
He just lied on y'all kid.
Fuck out of here, nigga. I would have broke your chin in 30 pieces if you would have said that shit to me.
Just lied on y'all kid. He just lied.
If you would have said that, I would have broke your chin in 30 pieces.
Bro. You was
in 30 pieces, nigga.
Why did you just lie on your child like that?
Fuck out of here.
Bro,
if you would have ever said that velocity in your voice as upset as I was in that moment, you just lied on your heat in that car, bro.
You just lied on your child, bro. Let that sink in.
Fuck out of here, bro.
That underneath the pressure.
You's a lie, and that's my point. Bro, I swear on
okay, so how about this? You gonna fly
on everything I love, bro. If you would have said that to me, I would have broke your chin in 30 pieces.
Okay, a lot of niggas say what they would have did.
I would have murdered you in that car.
A lot of niggas say that. A lot of niggas say they would have murdered me too, and they not on Instagram Live either.
Pharaoh, stop, man.
It's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas not breathing.
Stop, my nigga. Stop.
A lot of niggas not living. Who threaten niggas on the plane. That's
stop, my nigga. You not man enough.
I ain't talking about. I'm
not man enough. Stop.
Oh, that's your.
You're not man enough.
Are you gonna fly to Buffalo?
You're not man enough.
Are you gonna fly to Buffalo?
You're not man enough.
I'll book your flight.
Stop, and you know it. Listen, I said that to say.
Are you gonna fly here?
Like I said, to say.
Are you gonna fly here? Yo,
you can fly to me.
Are you gonna fly here?
You can fly to me. You can fly to me.
Bro, nigga, you know I can't. I would have been came and put your head on the
Wait, you could go everywhere else. Why would I ever come to you, nigga?
Let me ask you a question, you stupid ass nigga. Do you think I would use the state
I'm gonna let
and
you
just
have
post it on the internet that I left the state without no permission? Who told
the internet, man? The internet, bro.
What's wrong with you?
The internet give cowards an outlet, boy.
Yeah, okay. I know. Fly to Buffalo. We don't got to.
You're a coward, bro.
Fly to Buffalo,
bro.
Fly to Buffalo.
You know you can't beat me, my nigga.
Okay.
You know you can't beat me, man, bro. You like 5'3", nigga. I will piss on you.
I will slap the herpes out your face.
Little man.
I will slap your ass back straight.
You a little man, nigga. You better get some weapons, boy. I'm a real man, nigga. I'm a real man, nigga. You better get a weapon, nigga. I will rip your ass, nigga. I will rip your ass, nigga. You ain't no fucking real man, nigga.
Real man.
You a little nigga. You's a little boy, nigga. I will fuck you up, homie.
Women up. Real men don't
what the fuck is you gonna do about it?
EJ, I know you
What the fuck you gonna do about it, pussy?
You's
a pussy, nigga. Shut the fuck up,
ready, listen, EJ. EJ, whenever you ready to fly to Buffalo and get away from that nigga,
you not man enough.
Listen, your wives might be.
That's why you saying all that shit.
Your wives might be.
You know you not man enough.
Nature boy,
nigga, look at me. I'm 6'2", nigga. I'm 6'2". Fuck is you talking about? You my dick size. Fuck out of here, pussy.
Nature boy.
You my dick size, pussy.
Other men.
I would have ripped you apart, nigga.
You upset.
I will fuck you, nigga. I'll fuck you, nigga. I will fuck you.
Listen, let me give you.
I will make you my bitch, nigga.
Now you being disrespectful.
I will make you my bitch, nigga. You been disrespectful, pussy.
You need to fuck that old white man that was raping you.
I will fuck you, nigga. How about that? I'll make you my bitch, nigga.
You need to fuck that old white man that was.
How about that, nigga? How about that, nigga? I'll make you my bitch, nigga.
Come to Buffalo and I'll make you suck a dick.
Listen,
listen,
man. Listen, man. It don't take much to see. Anybody can see that I will whip your ass, nigga. Anybody that ever been to your Lexus can see you just a little boy.
Come to Buffalo.
You a little boy, homie. You a little boy.
You gay. You big gay. And you a pedophile.
Guess what? And guess what? And guess what? You my bitch. If I'm gay, you my bitch.
And you a pedophile.
And you my bitch. You's a little boy. That's right. You my bitch, nigga.
Listen, real men don't threaten to have sex with other men. That's gay, bro.
I will fuck you, nigga.
You're gay.
I will fuck you. Did you hear me? I will make you my bitch, nigga. I will fuck you. I will whip your ass and then fuck you, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Did you hear me? Is it recorded? I will whip your ass. I will whip your little ass and then fuck you, little bitch ass nigga.
You don't want to hear gay.
You're not even cut from my cloth, nigga.
Yo, bro, you really gay. Atlanta really.
Guess what? You gay, nigga. You talk gay. You got a little girl voice. You a little gay ass nigga. A little leprechaun ass nigga, motherfucker. You little leprechaun ass nigga.
I'll be a leprechaun. I don't got herpes.
You sound like a bitch. Your voice feels like a woman when I listen to it. When I listen to your voice, it feels like a woman, nigga.
Why are your wives in the background burning?
Why are your wives in the background? My woman, nigga. Why you always want to be? Why you always worried about a bitch? You always worried about a woman because you's a bitch. There's a man in front of you, and you worried about where my woman at. Where your woman at, nigga? Where your woman at, nigga?
Why you got old ladies over there? Why you got old ladies over there dying off the?
You see this man looking at you, nigga?
Why you got old ladies over there dying off?
I told him I'm in the States to run one with me. The nigga blocked me. This nigga want him bad. He want him bad. New want him bad. Real bad. That's all we waiting for. There's a chance, man. You want to put hands on him, Pharaoh?
Yeah, I want you.
Feel me? Yeah. He got what he want now. He been calling out hella niggas out. Now we in the States. We gonna see if he gonna give us that wavy P treatment. You see what it is. We ready. I'm ready for him to get done his interview. So we can hit his inbox. Chief wanna fuck you up. New wanna fuck you up. New ready. He your size, nigga. I'll make you look like a little chick standing next to you, and you know it. I swear to God, this nigga come up to my chest, like right here. Literally, my nigga. I couldn't even beat his ass and get no points for it. I'd rather Nubian fighting fear and square. We waiting for it. And if he want me, I love it. If he accept that, I love it. I'll beat the shit out that nigga. I come from that. Look, I'm a bitch now. I'm in the States now. Set it up. He said before that he bought that life when I was in Mexico. Now I'm in the States. What's up? I don't give a fuck if this nigga's an MMA fighter. He's an MMA fighter with a record of what? Them white boys beating this nigga ass. His fight record is low as fuck. Young Pharaoh's fight record, amateur career statistics. This nigga's 1-4. He's 1-4. Amateur record. He's not a professional. This nigga's 1-4. The career he been fighting 9 months. This nigga's 1-4. The wins, he won 1. He lost 4 times. Them white boys been beating this nigga ass. Pussy. This nigga's 1-4. Trash, nigga. His fight record right here is public record, nigga. Nobody give a fuck about this nigga fight record, nigga. You will get knocked the fuck out. You ain't fought nobody for real, and you are 1-4. This nigga's 5'7". How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8", 5'7". I'm 6'2". So the nigga come up to my motherfucking neck. Here it is. L took him by David Giuliano. Justin Ballantine took an L by that nigga. Took an L by Edwin Salas. Took an L by Daniel Maldonado. You see what I'm saying? And them shits only went to 2-3 rounds. The time of the fight was 2 minutes and 17 seconds. That's how long the fight was. Bruh, 1-4. Don't give me that motherfucking bullshit, bruh. That nigga lost to a nigga named Edwin. Fuck is you talking about? Edwin, nigga. Now you got somebody ready to fight you, your size, bruh. He gonna beat your ass too, nigga. Bitch, nigga.
Alright, so the night of 4th of July, we walked to the park. All of us. We walked to the park, and it's a full moon. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We looking up at the sky, looking at the moon. It was beautiful. Nice ass. It was beautiful. Nice ass vibe. But Aliyah flirting with the other women. Nana gets upset. She doesn't like him flirting with other women. So it gets to a point when he start talking. He liked to talk. So he gets to talking. I don't remember what he was talking about, but he got us all standing around him while he talking. He drunk as shit. It's another thing. Margaritas. He needs to stop fucking drinking. You already said that in Babylon you couldn't drink because you didn't know how to fucking control yourself. He looks at Nana and he like, what's up with you? She says nothing. He was like, nah, you got something on your mind, talk. She was like, nothing. So he keep asking her. She keeps saying nothing. He ends up walking up to her. And I don't know, it's like he reached for her or something, and she did like this, like to wipe his hand away. So he grabs her by her neck and slams her on the fucking ground. Make us all get in a circle around them so can't nobody see what the fuck is going on. He continuously slamming on the ground, smacking her in her face, choking her until she can't fucking breathe, talking about, yeah, I'm the one that gives you life. I'm the one that lets you breathe. This shit went on for hours. Crazy. To where as though he ended up keep doing it. Keep beating her ass. And then laid his big ass on top of her. Then started crying, please don't leave me. Bitch, what? What? Fuck out of here. It's not okay. Then we get up and we go back to the house like shit ain't never happened. Shorty dress ripped. Nice ass dress. Blood on her scarf. Scratches and shit all on her face.
The nigga took Tron food and gave it to me, said, eat that shit.
No, what are you talking
Fuck
about?
Tron. He said, fuck Tron, you eat that nigga food, cause he ain't right. I said,
fucking master manipulator. That's the only thing he mastered was manipulating.
Poor old
Tron been
Tron.
there since day one with you, nigga. That's your day one rider.
I need a refill.
Please need some
I need a refill. We need to be treated like love that we are, okay?
My niggas was licking plates every day, nigga. I went in there and I caught all these niggas in the kitchen after they was cleaning, licking Baba G plate. Nigga, I'm like, nigga, I felt so bad. I started giving these niggas my plates every day to the Warriors. And I had to call my own motherfucking meeting one day, like, nigga, we got all this motherfucking money floating. This wise niggas in the kitchen licking fucking plates.
Right.
And then the girls was so trifling in the kitchen. They wasn't even making sure the niggas was getting fed every day. Some niggas wasn't even getting food.
Right.
So it was like we let 5 days go. I watched the females go in the kitchen and not portion the food right to where it was like the same niggas every day wasn't eating for 5 days. And I was like, nigga, I was to the point where I was just, nigga, I couldn't take it no more. So and that's what I do. I'm in the kitchen and I put a lot of love and a lot of energy into the kitchen when I fucks with people, right? So when I was there, it was hurtful to see that niggas wasn't eating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really
niggas, I was giving niggas the food off my plate. Like, nigga, take the whole motherfucking plate, bro. I don't want none of it.
I remember when
I
Mama
addressed
Earth
it.
tried to say something about it, and no one was saying nothing. I want to say something about that. Like like he said, some of the men didn't get to eat full portions of food. Like we would have an order on who you get to eat. If you was on A team, you ate first. You know, Baba G had his plate and everything like that. And I don't feel like everybody got to eat like as much as they wanted to. When we had leftovers, that was a good day. That was a really good day when we had enough food. But when it came down to that, we only ate once a day, and you had to ask every time you want to get something out
Even
the
for
kitchen.
a piece of fruit, my nigga.
For snacks, something. And the thing is, Baba G would say, I don't even eat like that.
But he does.
But you
Nigga,
do.
look how-
You're
nigga,
snacking
he
all
300
day.
pounds.
He got
What the fuck
fucking
you mean?
snacks
You got
in his
snacks.
room,
Like,
yo.
You got a whole pantry
they
to
don't
yourself. You got your
They
own
have to
pantry.
ask every time. Like, I feel like there should be more eating there.
He got his
honestly.
own section in the fridge.
It's like, nah, like, you gotta take an accountability that you are snacking all day. They're not.
All day. That's why you look the way you look, my nigga.
Nigga, this nigga
And
has
they look
midnight
the way
French
they
fries,
look.
nigga.
They look skinny as fuck. Like, nah, like, I'm looking
Nigga,
at
Tron
it.
is a
looking
motherfucking
nigga.
stick.
He used to be bigger.
Nigga, Tron is 6'5", nigga. He weighed about 110.
Y'all need to eat. When I
My
left,
nigga
I went
bones
in.
is like this, nigga. You can see that nigga cheekbones and all this shit fucked
Then
up.
You're right, it's not funny. He did have Tron in that fucking laundry room. That was cold. For a week. Hot ass fucking with the door shut, my nigga. What the fuck you doing that? No fucking oxygen getting in there, no nothing. And you see how big Tron is? That shit was crazy. Airplane. Little ass hot ass laundry room, yo. Why would you do that? You're right, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. However, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. I'm about to cry. Cause shit is real, y'all know. I really took that shit seriously. When you ugly, bruh, it's hard to look at yourself. I mean,
Mix
you
your bottles out.
only
It's
fat.
getting real. If you ain't got your bottle
I
and
think
your
I'm-
cups, nigga,
Mix it.
we mixing.
Listen, when you ugly, it's hard to look at yourself. Understand? That nigga ugly.
You gotta take care of the coins.
Wait,
Let's talk about the liquor out at Carbonation.
I'll shop it. No, they want to know about True.
They want to know about True. I'm gonna tell y'all about True and how True got fucked up by Loyal, nigga. How Caliber beat niggas the fuck up.
I can't hear.
They said Tron is stupid. Tron is not stupid.
No,
Tron
Tron
is
is a-
brainwashed. Tron does not understand what's going on. I fuck with Tron. He a good ass nigga.
Exactly.
Because Tron
He
is
do-
just like us.
Right.
He believes that nigga was the Messiah.
Survivor
and he
session.
respects that
He
nigga.
grew up with white people, y'all, and he found a black man to follow. Come on. Show some compassion.
Yeah, show some respect to him, for
No,
real.
but it's different. Black people and white people are different. Period.
My grandma
Growing up with
white
white people is completely different than growing up with black.
He believes in the truth. He comes from a genuine place.
I love Tron as a brother. Tron's cool.
She put that up as her brother.
John just got sucked in. That's it. Yeah, like the rest of us. We got sucked in that shit.
What's that got to do with growing up with white people? Y'all got sucked in too.
You would have been
I love myself, love.
You gotta be real true. You gotta get 200 views. This how you do it. You gotta speak.
That's how you do it. You gotta speak the truth, True.
Now let's tell how True got his ass whooped by Loyal.
Thank you.
6 months.
True got his ass whooped by Loyal. Nigga, we was drinking shots of Patron. We was gonna have in Las Vegas.
Yeah, y'all.
We in Vegas.
We was a little mini Babylon, man.
And we was having our Babylonian moments. The niggas wanted shots, so we took 6 shots. And then niggas got real, and True was like, hey, Loyal was like, hey, True, I don't like how you treating Sheba. And he was like, nigga, you bitch ass nigga, I'm tired of that. True fired on that nigga. Bow, hit him in his mouth. Loyal was like, pussy! They took off on that nigga. Bow, 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 bow. They fight. Baba G got
True didn't lose his wife. He's still with Sheba. Anyway,
He's still with Sheba, but she ain't shit. But we're gonna talk about Sheba later. But right now we're talking about True and Loyal. Oh, I got you, White. Right now we're gonna talk about True and motherfucking True and Loyal. But motherfucking Loyal was getting choked the fuck out by True. True was like, nigga, I'll kill you. Nigga, like I did. Nigga, you ain't the first nigga I killed. He was choking the nigga out. Nigga, we all surrounded the nigga, hiding the nigga. True beating the fuck out of Loyal. Next thing you know, Baba G get hit by True in the mouth. And so now he like, fucking True, you gotta fight again. So he put him in a circle again. It's round 2. Boom. True and Loyal whooping True ass. Blood everywhere. True eyes fucked up. His mouth, his nose. Everything fucked up. It's wild outside. We outside. Oh, nigga. Boom. Fire on that nigga. His shit split open. His arm, everything. Nigga fall out. He done. It's a wrap. True fucked up, eyes fucked up, nose fucked up.
Did you tell him it was over tequila?
It was all over tequila.
Oh, you was drunk. Tequila,
We
y'all.
drinking tequila, we having shots, we keeping it real. We having real nigga moments outside. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas is fighting. Boom. So then we go back inside. Boom. We looking, we all like, what the fuck, motherfucking, What's that nigga name? Solar. Where the fuck Solar at? Solar upstairs arguing with Zoka. He up there choking Zoka out and shit. He's Zoka up in the closet punching the wall. He put a hole in the wall and shit. I'm in the same room with these niggas. That's how I know. I'm in the room with my queen and Solar in the room with his queen, and we going, and they in the closet with the door closed. They going back and forth. All right, we back. And we back. All right, and so now the Joker and Solar upstairs arguing because she going back and forth to Baba G, and she going to him, and he like, bitch, I'm not having that shit. Bitch, you with me, and we having this baby, and that's it, bro. So they arguing.
Yes, Solar was
me and my girl is in the same room, but we
because
outside.
His leader teaches him that it's okay to beat on women.
So then, me and my bitch like, oh shit, so we plotting like, oh, she told me, this is when she told me, oh, this nigga pulled his dick out on me in the room, in the bathroom, he been coming in and out and shit. And I'm like, damn, cuz, you's a foul ass nigga, you told me we bros, my nigga, and you never crossed the line on fucking with my bitch, or any of these niggas, bitch, right? You coming back and forth, and really, what you really doing is exposing yourself, and you coming back and forth and showing us the real nigga that you is, that what you actually doing upstairs is fucking all the bitches, getting your dick sucked by all the bitches, doing all that shit, and you got Nana G drunk, my nigga. You got her so drunk that she won't even know what the fuck is going on, so that you can do all your sneaky shit behind everybody back.
That's
my nigga.
fucked
You was
up.
a snake ass nigga, bro. 1,000. Even though I'm drunk, nigga, I'm still watching you, nigga. I took the 6 shots, but nigga, I'm making sure niggas has got cover on them. Niggas is getting fed. Niggas is getting taken care of. They not just being left outside, fucked up. We making sure niggas is getting doctored up on because niggas is getting beat up.
If you represented righteousness, you would be exploiting women like you do. You would be mistreating them. You would mistreat yourself in the process. You would humiliate the guys. You would strip them from their manhood and then call them all type of weak bitches in so many words, but then try to cover it up and make them feel a part of your group. That's not cool. In no way, form, or fashion. At the end of the day, there's so much more to life than to be manipulated. There's so much more to life than to, live in someone else's world that stagnates your personality, stagnates you from truly expressing yourself, squashes you in the process. You see, and you can give me the moon, the stars, the mountains, the sky, a picnic, whatever you want to call it. But if what in return from that shiny, pretty life is in return evil, bitterness, animosity, and hatred, sexual deviancy, and all of this extra stuff, I don't want it. I hope y'all hear me. Peace.